This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, January 25th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. On Wednesday night at about 8:30 p.m., the Annapolis Police Department responded to the 1400 block of Tyler Avenue, which is in the city's Robinwood neighborhood, for reports of a pedestrian struck by a vehicle. When they arrived, they found a victim complaining of ankle pain who received medical treatment at a local hospital. And after a brief investigation, they determined that the driver of the vehicle and the victim had had an argument earlier in the day, and the driver of the vehicle came back and intentionally drove on the sidewalk to strike the victim. Kia Nicole Gray, 42, of Annapolis, was arrested and charged with first and second degree assault and reckless endangerment. Currently, she's being held at the Jennifer Road Detention Center awaiting a hearing. County Executive Stuart Pittman sort of rearranged the Constituent Services Department. He's renamed it as the Office of Community Engagement and Constituent Services, or CECS, because any good government agency has to use acronyms. And it will be headed up by Janice Hayes Williams, who used to be an advisor to Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley, and she was tapped when Pittman was elected as a senior advisor for community engagement. In addition to the director, she will be one of the Constituent Services officers handling Council District 6, which includes the city of Annapolis. Other Constituent Services officers that have been hired are Janice Jones, who will handle County Districts 1 and 2, which is Linthicum, Brooklyn Park, Severn, and Glen Burnie. James Reed will handle Council Districts 3 and 5, which is Pasadena, Severna Park, and Broadneck. James Kitchen will handle Districts 4 and 7, which is Crownsville, Odenton, Crofton, and South County. And additionally, they hired Deja Williams, who is the CECS coordinator, to keep them all on track. As of January 31st, the historic Annapolis Museum and Store, located at 99 Main Street, right there on the corner of Main and Green Street, is going to be closing to create a new inviting space for its upcoming permanent exhibit on the history of Annapolis. The museum is going to remain closed until the new exhibit opens in 2020, but the store itself is going to be relocating to 77 Main Street, which is right there at the corner of Compromise and Main Street, just next to Manja Pizza. And that store will be open again in February of 2019. So we've got about a month of not having the museum store. But if you're looking for a bargain, they are hosting a moving sale. And if you go to the 99 Main Street location before January 31st, you're going to find special markdown items, discounts, clearances, including a lot of furniture. Now, if you'll remember, up on the third floor of the 99 Main Street building, there was an exhibit called Freedom Bound: Runaways of the Chesapeake. That exhibit is going to go away, and they found a home for it, which is absolutely wonderful. That's going to be donated to the Reginald F. Lewis Museum of Maryland African American History and Culture up in Baltimore. And that exhibit was developed by Historic Annapolis back in 2013, and it tells the stories of 9 servants and slaves who tried to escape from forced servitude between 1728 and 1864. And the Lewis Museum up in Baltimore is absolutely thrilled to have that. Speaking of being thrilled to have things in Baltimore, Ravens coach John Harbaugh has signed a contract extension through 2022. Now, Harbaugh and the team had agreed in principle to an extension last Saturday, but the length of the deal and the terms of the deal weren't really known, and they're kind of dribbling out. Today, we learned that it is a 4-year contract. Coach Harbaugh is scheduled to meet with the media at 11 a.m. this morning, and the Ravens are coming off of an AFC North title, and it's their first playoff appearance since 2014. And fun fact, if Harbaugh, who is the winningest coach in franchise history, coaches at least 2 more seasons in Baltimore, he will have led the team for more than half of its NFL existence. Governor Hogan is doing a nice thing for federal workers that are on furlough. Maryland is now going to be offering free rides on state-run public transit services to federal employees working without pay. This is going to ease the burden of them commuting into work. Governor Hogan announced the initiative yesterday during a visit to BWI, where he also highlighted other efforts the state is taking to support federal workers that are affected by the government shutdown. The free rides will begin this morning and extend to MARC, Commuter Bus, and the Baltimore Link services such as CityLink, Local Link, Express Bus Link, Light Rail Link, and the Metro Subway Link. Federal employees just board for free just by showing their government ID. Hogan did say he's reached out to the Washington Metro Area Transit Authority to see if they will be willing to offer free rides as well. In other furlough help news, the city of Annapolis is requesting people to donate gift cards in $25 increments, as well as non-perishable food items, and a collection point will be 9 a.m. till noon on Saturday, January 26, at the Annapolis Police Department lobby at 500 Taylor Avenue in Annapolis. The initiative was announced yesterday by Alderwoman Sheila Finlayson in a YouTube video, and I can't help but say that as I was watching it, I was having flashbacks to Sheila Dixon. And in shutdown news, we go back to the kindergarten. The Senate failed to advance a pair of proposals to reopen the government. Trump won't deliver the State of the Union during the shutdown after all. Trump's Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross has no clue why unpaid federal workers aren't taking out loans because it's guaranteed by the federal government. Mind you, this is a cabinet secretary. And the Senate Intelligence Committee has now issued a subpoena for Michael Cohen to testify rather than letting him come in of his own will and volition. That is about it. Welcome to day 35 of the shutdown. That is about it for our top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. Give us a recommendation to your friends and colleagues. And if you're someplace where you can leave us a review or a rating, please do that. It would be much, much appreciated. It is Friday. We do have our list of things that we think you should take a look at and possibly do this weekend. And there is a bunch going on. And of course, we have George Young with your local DMV weather forecast, and he's coming up in 1 minute.
Join Anne Arundel Medical Center Foundation on Saturday, April 27, 2019 at our Denim and Diamonds Bash in Annapolis. Denim and Diamonds is a fun evening under the stars featuring fabulous cuisine and gourmet food trucks, live and silent auction, and a live band. Last year, AAMC cared for more than 2,000 patients in our emergency departments suffering from mental illness or addiction. Help us expand much-needed inpatient and outpatient programs and services for your community. For tickets and sponsorships, visit aamcdenimanddiamonds.org. Special thanks to our platinum sponsors, AAMC medical staff, the Chesapeake Bayhawks, Comcast, the Evan K. Thallenberg family, What's Up Media, and WRNR.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, January 25th. Yesterday's rain is long gone, but the breezy winds will stick around through much of today, with much colder temps topping out in the mid to upper 30s. Sunny and dry for the weekend, but below average Saturday with highs only in the mid 30s, while Sunday's temps will be more normal for this time of year, with highs in the 40s. Looking into next week, there will be another shot of true Arctic air to impact all of Anne Arundel County Wednesday through Friday, with highs only in the 20s or 30s and lows again in the single digits and teens. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Enjoy the weekend ahead as we finally get a dry one for the Annapolis area. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DC MDVA Weather in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. And also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
There is a diamond of diamonds. It's from De Beers. Only 14 diamond tears in the world can touch them. Its name, Forevermark. And Zachary's is the only jeweler in the Annapolis area that has it. Not only is it beautiful and rare, it has a story, supporting women in diamond-producing areas around the world. So when you give a Forevermark diamond, you don't just give, you give back. Zachary's and Forevermark, a jeweler and a jewel. Online at zacharysjewelers.com.
Every weekend, there's something exciting going on in the Annapolis area. Be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net to sign up for a newsletter highlighting all the weekend events. Here are our top picks for this weekend.
Thank God it's
It is Friday, and we've got a good list of things for you to check out over the weekend if you so desire. Starting out tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., there is a big book sale, and BIG is an acronym, BIG, which is Books for International Goodwill. They're located at 415 Defense Highway in Annapolis, and this is a Rotary project, and they will have more than 70,000 books on the shelves available for purchase. Books are priced from $3 for hardbacks, $2 for softbacks, and $1 for pocket paperbacks. And BIG is a great organization. They collect over 1,000 books per day, most of which are sent to underserved parts of the world to keep those books alive and to assist with the literacy rates. 415 Defense Highway in Annapolis tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And if you're like me, you like to rotate books, it's a perfect opportunity to do it on a budget and also to get rid of some of the books that may be sitting on your shelf that you don't want anymore. Tomorrow night from 7:30 to 8:30, the Maryland Concert Series continues with the U.S. Army Field Concert Band. This is going to be happening at North County High School. It is a free concert. It's open to the public and gets underway at 7:30 p.m. The address of the high school is at 10 East 1st Avenue in Ferndale. And this is a 65-member ensemble. The U.S. Army, it's joined by the Soldiers Chorus, which will perform the Army story. Would be a fun thing to do on a cool Saturday night in January. If you're looking to shop, the Annapolis Artisans Market, which is at Local by Design at the Gallery, which is in the Design District in Annapolis. That's right there on Margaret Avenue, just off Chinkapin Round Road. And if you've never been there, this is just sort of like a warehouse filled with a whole bunch of different vendors. They've got textiles, nautical gift items, painted furniture, antique furniture, restored and painted furniture, watercolors, fine art, all sorts of things. Check that out. It is at 1818 Margaret Avenue tomorrow and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The big event tomorrow is, of course, the Maryland State Police Polar Bear Plunge to benefit Special Olympics of Maryland. If you can get out to Sandy Point State Park, take a look at that. If you've never seen it, it is incredible to see thousands of people plunge into the chilly, very chilly Chesapeake Bay. I gave up doing that about a year ago, but I loved the times that I did do it. Raises a ton of money for a great cause. It's a lot of fun. Ram's Head sponsors the Ice Lodge, where they have live music, they have beer, they've got food, games for the kids, and plenty of activities. It is free to attend. Parking will be tough. Park at Anne Arundel Community College, take the free shuttle bus over, and have a good time. The gates open at about 9. The first plunge, I believe, is at 1, and then there's another one at 2. But go early, experience it, have some fun. It'll be a good time, guaranteed. And finally, on Sunday at the Byzantium Center on Riva Road in Annapolis, it is the What's Up Media Bridal Expo from 1 to 4 p.m. If you're getting married, if you're thinking about getting married, check this out. They've got all sorts of vendors there that can really give you the event that you really want. What's Up does a really good job with events. And I remember when they first did their Bridal Expo, I believe it was at the Annapolis Maritime Museum, and it was just a tiny little thing. And it's so cool to see them growing and be able to put this on at the Byzantium Center, which is the giant conference center attached to the Greek Orthodox Church right there on Riva Road. All right, that is it for the weekend. Have fun. Whatever you do, do it safely, and we will see you on Monday.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.